Hello, gorgeous soul. Wow, May is very intense. It starts off with that lunar eclipse in Scorpio, which is so full on and brings us to a peak of all this eclipse season where we're dealing with the past, letting go of our shadows, moving on and finding our power. On top of that, we have Jupiter, the planet of good fortune, the planet of expansion, going into Taurus. So we're looking at what makes us safe, where we can build and where we're going. It's a brand new world. Here's your monthly astrology. Pisces, beloved Pisces, how are you feeling? This is a month where your mind is razor sharp. And hopefully you're feeling much more optimistic about love, money, abundance, and you were allowed to be a little bit more of your dreamy self. The month kicks off with a little challenge, of course, where we have the full moon in Scorpio lunar eclipse. And for you, it's about your sense of adventure and learning and study and how much you're prepared to be seen out in the world. You know, how much have you been putting off having an adventure, traveling, studying something? This full moon eclipse is going to open you up and reveal to you maybe some of the things that you're doing, or indeed someone else is doing, that's stopping you really being free. And there is a part of you that wants to be wild and free. Interestingly, just before that eclipse, we have Venus square Neptune, and it might be that you're thinking, who am I in separation to my family or the people that I love? You know what you're like, Pisces. I've got 5 planets in Pisces, so I know our boundaries can get blurred when we really love someone. And sometimes we can give too much of ourselves away. Are you doing that? How do you find you? And this full moon eclipse is going to help you find you and your sense of adventure. Now, it might be difficult. You might have to face something you don't want to face, but it's worth doing. Because since the new moon solar eclipse 2.5 weeks ago, and this full moon, we are on a journey, and this is the peak experience of that journey. Anyway, after that eclipse, Venus is going to be licking your wounds, because Venus is going into Cancer, which is a very jolly, creative and fabulously optimistic space. And Venus is drawing towards you pleasure. That's what we like to hear. So you will be a magnet for pleasure for the whole of the month, and that is super excited. Also, you've got a lot to say. Maybe don't say it till after Mercury goes direct, but after Mercury does go direct on the 15th, you have a fabulous opportunity to put your ideas out there, and they are percolating. Your ideas are percolating. Lots of things are coming up for you, and lots of opportunities are coming up for you, and you're sort of tipping into committing to one of your ideas probably. But with Jupiter going into your communication zone, you are like quite lucky. Your ideas should be picked up. You're able to write, create, speak, think, talk in a way that is unusual and benefits you. And there's generally a very positive energy. If you've been struggling with that, when the new moon in Taurus happens on the 19th, you can cast aside your fears and regain your power when it comes to communicating. You know, send out your manifestations on that new moon. It's a particularly fortunate one because of its connection to Jupiter and Uranus. Instant surprises, instant wonder, instant solutions. So really feast on the magic, and also understand that definitely after the 16th, your words are power, your words are spells, as are your thoughts. So what are you conjuring up with your thoughts? What is your inner voice conjuring up? How can you use your words as magic spells in the world? You know, the answer is coming to you, and it's going to be very powerful. Mars shifts signs on the 20th, and it's making you examine your routine. You might be working extra hard. You might be doing something for charity or giving back in some way, but it gives you energy, actually. You know, changing your routines and habits, giving you energy. If you're working to give back in some way, it energizes you. When the sun goes into Gemini, it's all about your home and family. You're turning your attention to that coziness, to that closeness of the people around you, and you're allowing yourself to hopefully nurture yourself, nurture those around you. You want to, you might suddenly find yourself getting into cooking or nurturing yourself or other people through get-togethers where there's kind of food and nourishing company, and it's really, really good for you, and you're opening to it. Expect the unexpected on the 26th of May, where something fabulous could come out of the blue, a conversation that just makes you laugh, uplifts you, or offers you some real positivity. So an interesting month, my darling magical Pisces. Remember, your words are spells. Take care, gorgeous, and I'll speak to you soon. So why do we at Michele Knight give you a 5-minute, no questions asked guarantee? Well, our psychics are some of the very best in the world. They are handpicked. They have 5 rigorous test readings, the final one with me, and I require very detailed information, things they couldn't possibly know just by looking at Google or social media. We want you to be totally blown away by your reading, to feel that you've chosen a psychic who you can bond with, who gets you and gives you such specific information you feel completely reassured. If this doesn't happen within the first 5 minutes, don't be shy, just put down the phone and your minutes will be topped up or refunded. Your reading should be uplifting, full of clarity and advice, and leave you empowered to make the right decisions for you. We want Michele Knight to be your spiritual home.